Hi all! This video will cover the basics of loading and playing chords in the progression grid, an Aural Skills tool that basically uses 8 copies of the solfege tool's solfege menu to let you work with chords as solfege stacks, which can be helpful for arpeggiation practice or planning and improvisation over a progression. Let's see how that works. The easiest way to load chords in the progression grid is to use each solfege menu's Roman numeral menu at the bottom. This has a pretty comprehensive list of chord options, although it may take a little getting used to the layout to easily find the chord you want. The basic order is by root, with major key chords before the minor key chords, then a group of chromatic chords, then a bunch of secondary dominants in order of root of resolution. But you can also manually add or remove notes in each solfege menu by clicking them. Note that this doesn't affect the chord label in the Roman numeral menu. The lock button also doesn't impact manually clicking solfege, as that button is only intended for those using the grid with a MIDI keyboard, which is beyond the scope of this video. The clear button will turn off any currently on solfege in an unlocked menu. To turn everything off, including the lock columns, click the reset button. Once you've loaded chords, you can play the whole progression by clicking the play button, but you can also play individual chords in the grid. Note that there's both a play button and an arpeggiate button, which always plays the lowest 4 notes in the chord in ascending order. The tempo control impacts both the speed of the chords when playing the whole grid and the length an individual chord or note is sustained. Although you can control everything in the toolkit via point and click, the grid can be played using the keyboard. Click the QWERTY Hints button to see the keyboard controls. You can play individual notes using the same keys as in the solfege tools, since the grid is an expanded version of that app. To play the full chords, you use the A to K row of keys on your keyboard. Note that by holding down Shift or using caps lock, the capital version of each of those letters will arpeggiate the chords instead of playing them as a block chord. I'll use the All Root Position button here to load each diatonic triad into the grid and demonstrate the key controls. A big part of the progression grid is the set of sequence controls, so be sure to check out the video that covers those in detail. For now, thanks for watching, and happy practicing!